Welcome to yet another lab in AZ-900. This is lab number 8. We're implementing Azure functions. So first of all, one thing that you need to make sure that you have is a log analytics workspace. This lab environment didn't have one, so I had to quickly create one. But if you already have one in your environment, then that's totally okay. So as with everything else, we're going to search for the resource type that we're going to create, a function app. And then, again, click on the Create button. All right, for the hosting option, we're going to choose consumption. Please do take a look at the documentation with regards to the differences between these. They're quite significant. We're going to put our function app into our existing resource group. We're going to call it function hyphen ABCD. As the runtime stack, due to changes in the portal editor, we actually need to, for example, use JavaScript or Node.js. I want to put it into East US and running on Windows. And I think that's it. So let's create this. All right, now that has been created. So let's go to our function app. And this app itself does not include anything yet. And then here we can see an option to create this function in the Azure portal. And note that this is currently only available for Node.js and PowerShell in the Windows Consumption, Premium, and Dedicated plans. And then it's available for Node.js in the Linux Premium and Dedicated plans, and it's available for Python in the Linux Consumption, Premium, and Dedicated plans. Okay, currently at least. So that's why we used Node.js here. And when we create a function here, we have this kind of handy set of templates that we can start off from. We're going to start with an HTTP trigger here. And I guess we're happy with the trigger being called HTTP trigger 1 and doing function level authorization. Well, that didn't work. So let's try again. Or maybe just refresh first to see that it didn't get created. It did get created. There's something else going wrong in there. Okay, so if we click on the function name, then we get into this code and test page. Of course, in reality, we wouldn't be developing functions using the browser, but for our purposes, I guess this is somewhat okay. One thing we can do here is get the function URL. And what we want to use is the default host key here. And copy that. And then open up a new browser and paste it. All right, so this is what the URL looks like. So you can see that the host name is function ABCD. That was our function app name. And then under API HTTP trigger 1, that was the function name that we created. And then there is the authentication in that code as well. So if we now connect to this, we ran the HTTP trigger and then got the proper response. And it's telling us that we can actually use name as a parameter as a query parameter here. So let's do that. No. Yeah, there we go. Name equals somewhere here. Yeah. Johannes. And you can see hello Johannes, this HTTP triggered function executed correctly. So it seems to be working. We can also look at it over here. If we look at invocations, then we should be able to see the latest invocations. They're not there yet, but we can open this also up in Application Insights directly here, and that works because we have that log analytics workspace. So the time range when I use is last 30 minutes, then run. Yeah, it hasn't updated yet. It's always going to take a short while for it to be visible. So just going to fast forward a minute and then try again in 5 minutes. And now finally, our invocations actually show up here. So you can see that there's first of all the count here, and then we can also see the individual invocation detail. So this is the basically the log for the invocation of the function. All right, that's everything for this lab. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Till then.